Hello, hello. It says I've been live for 22 seconds, but I know that's not true. Man. So, you might not want to try a gig for the first time in retail on Black Friday. Oops. Hey guys, welcome to the show. My name is Potter. I am a early retired cybersecurity professional, international, traveled all around the world, doing cyber, full stack dev, the whole 9 yards. But that's not what we're here about today. I tried Spark for the first time. Oh my God. So, the difference that I see between DoorDash and Uber Eats and a Spark, because sometimes in DoorDash you still have to pick up stuff, like you have to drop off stuff. But with Spark, you could have I did 19, maybe 17. Because 2 of them canceled. Oh my God. It's not the same. So the first one I went to, it was for Home Depot, and they didn't have the part. So I had to walk in, not knowing anything, right? And I gotta tell you, the way that the people their body language was a little different than DoorDash. I just noticed, but I didn't understand yet. I think I'll explain a little bit how I understand now. But it was, their demeanor was a little bit more, like, dude, you're working at Home Depot. I don't think that, anybody should be above or below anyone. You should be the most common sense service people. You work with working people. What's up with the attitude, right? But I remember that happened just with one person. The other lady was pretty nice, but at the same time, they was just kind of smug. So my first order, I had to cancel. Now, I started to see the differences between DoorDash and Spark when it came to the app. The application for DoorDash is just far more polished. So when you contact support in Spark, you just get a chat person. There's no ability to send images, right? You just chat. And they ask the same dadgum thing every time. First they say, "Hi, how's it going?" And then they go, "Please state your name, your number, and your email address." How the hell am I contacting you unless I'm in the app? What hack has happened that I can't validate that? And if it's a security measure, I say this is a cybersecurity professional, that's pretty stupid. How easy is it to copy and paste? You can't even see the face. Why do you have somebody doing that? The other stupid thing in the app was you arrive at your location. So you swipe. Then it says, basically, are you confirming that you're there? Yes. Then it has another button where it says, you got it? Got it. Right? So they waste your time 3 times after you've already arrived. You're about to take a freaking picture. Now, I think after I saw some of the people doing Spark, I can kind of get it. And it just seems like with Spark, you're just a number. Here, take the stuff, go somewhere. So it's pretty isolating. Whereas with DoorDash, you get to go in, you get to say hello to the people in the restaurant. Sometimes you'll say hello to the client. You walk around, but with Spark, you're really just delivering packages. I delivered a TV. And I will say the routes were pretty good, but I mean, routes they could have picked up from anybody, from any app. But the chat, they were very supportive. They were good people, I think. It wasn't AI. And they resolved the problems. Oh, and here's another, right? This is so bad, so stupid. If you're on a run, and for example, in my instance, I didn't have a gate code. Well, when you go to call the person in the app, it doesn't even send you to the person. It doesn't let you call them. It sends you to Spark because you get a message that you can't leave a message in Spark. Like trying to contact the client. If you want to text them, same thing. And it could be the area that I'm in that there's a lot more Spanish people, but I heard so much Spanish. And from my old neighborhood, which is a Cuban neighborhood, it just felt like, it was Cuba. But that's not a bad thing. It's just a thing. And I probably should have become bilingual since I lived in a Spanish neighborhood. But so for the second order, right? They were like, oh, it's 7:40 a.m. They're like, oh, it's going to take an hour and a half, but it was like $60. I was like, okay, that's easy. Piece of cake. I'll be done with my day. So I go and I do that, and I pull in at 7:40, 7:45, 8, 8:15, 8:30. It was 8:40 before I freaking got out of there. Right? So now, frustration, right? This doesn't happen in DoorDash. Get you one order, you go take care of it, you go get another one, right? But what happens is, I thought it was going to be easy. Unlike DoorDash, you don't have to go inside, right? You just wait for them. But if there's a lot of orders, these poor folks, and they're working their butts off. The people who bring the stuff out to the car, oh my God, that's a tough job, right? And then it started off as such a beautiful day, and then it starts raining. Not super rainy, but drizzling. And I'm like, if I'd just gotten this a freaking hour earlier, I would have been done. Yeah, West Side, but it didn't start off like that, right? So I get the order. I'm like, okay, you know what? This doesn't suck. I mean, there's too many packages and I don't know the names of them, and I've never used the app before, so I can't find things in my back seat. But it was cool. It was close. I was going through neighborhoods. It was easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Still annoyed, though, that I'm an hour off from when I started, which to me isn't professional. If you're going to say arrive at 7:40 to be picked up at 7:40, you can't have the person wait an hour. Now, Spark did offer money for your wait. They're like, your time is valuable, time is money, and we have value. And they did. They gave you I think I got like $10 for just sitting there. And they're like, oh, the rest will be reflected in 48 hours. Whatever. So I start doing the deliveries, and I get to this one person. I'm like, okay, I got my groove. And then I look down. Person's in an apartment with no gate code. Well, that's not a problem, right? No gate code, just don't deliver it. Well, with Spark, if they don't have a package, their system says, oh, you have to go back to the store. Now, thankfully, I was in the same general vicinity of the store. But on my last order, I was not even close to that store, right? can you imagine it? The second to the last one, I had to turn around and go several miles back. And you can't quit. So it started raining, and I'm like halfway through. I'm like, oh, I just want to stop. It was horrible. But I was like, oh. So I was like, I'm done. And I looked at my app, and I saw another one. 11. I was like, okay, 11's not 19. Sure. It's like $40. It's like 55 minutes of my time. No problem. Well, I made it to that Walmart. And this is the one that's in West Tampa. And I sit and do the little thing that I did at the other one. And I'm waiting. And I'm waiting. Gives me the alert again. Hey, your time is our money, valuable, blah, blah, blah. So this guy comes up. He says, what's your name? Spanish accent. Like, I told him my name. He was like, what? And he said it, I said it again. And so I finally said, and he got it. So he goes, oh, you have to go to Black Friday deals parking lot. So I'm like, okay. Now, remember, Smart One here did this on Black Friday. It didn't even register to me that I was going to start on Black Friday. And I go sit down, and they don't even have the parking spaces in this one to accommodate the people who are picking up. I guess if you're picking up orders, there's no way to tell. There's nothing in the app that says, oh, these are Black Friday deals, and this is the regular delivery. So I contacted support, and I got the hell out of there. And I said, you know what? I'm done. And then I went to Chick-fil-A. On the way back, because I was passing by them and there was like no line. I'm like, ooh. And the reason I'm telling you this story is because when I was going through the line, the girl's like, uh-oh. And she was like, oh, I thought you were doing DoorDash. And I was going to say, they don't let you do that through drive-through. And so that was interesting. But man, I got put through it today. I made close to $100 for maybe a few hours, but everything that happened was supposed to happen. But man, I think it would have been better if it hadn't been drizzling and I was going, it's going to rain. I would have had probably more patience, but even without the rain, it's freaking Black Friday. And, working for a department store. Because I worked in retail when I was in high school and a little bit of junior college. But after college, I swore it off. But I really thought it was going to be a lot easier than it was. And I will not ever take a 19 deliveries. No. And this is why I wouldn't do Amazon Flex either. Because it's the same thing. They're get in line. Yeah, you're an independent contractor, but go deliver it, right? And it just reminds me of all those people I see, with those Amazon Flex jackets on. They got like freaking loaded up car. To me, there's nothing that aligns to being a consultant where you're engaging with people. Like DoorDash, I'm engaging with the restaurant people. You can win them over if you have charisma. And it's fun. I did not have fun. Even when it was rainy, I can still have fun with DoorDash. But I can tell you what, with Spark, boy, you can live nice. Like that, the money that they're offering is like, it's good money. It's really good money. And if I'd come into it with the headspace of, you know what, I'm going to do this, maybe I would have come in it different. It was raining. I didn't know what I was doing. I was, the policy about going back after you have an order. What? Like, how flawed is your system, that you put that in? Now, I do understand, again, with the level of the people that they're working with. And when I say the level of the people they're working with, it's not a slight, but I'm telling you, they are not only hiring people with, I don't know how to say it, not just come out wrong. So I'll just skip that. But it's a different degree of people than DoorDash people. You know, those people, they're ready to hustle in a different way. And again, you don't have to have any charm. You can be a jerk. You're just picking up stuff and then dropping it off. So you might say, well, you're doing that with DoorDash, but no, there's a little bit more sophistication to DoorDash and food delivery than there is with being a UPS or FedEx driver, right? Like your FedEx or UPS driver, they don't have to have a personality. You don't care. There's people who bring you, you know, food or something that, you know, meant to make you happy. You want them to have some level of charisma. You don't want them to be like, here. And now I think I see how some Flex, Spark people just do DoorDash and kind of, well, where's my tip? You know, and it's like, with that personality, you know, you should kind of be, you shouldn't be doing that. So, another thing that I wanted to tell you, I forgot to say it's West Side. A whole list of things. I'll read this later. Oh yeah, I gotta tell you about last time when I got a mosquito bite. Yeah, I can't even read this. It's too dark. So I got a lot of other stuff to tell you about, just with, you know, DoorDash in general. Hold on, let me see. Nope. Nope. I can't get it. But here's the other good thing, though, about the gig economy. If you're at work, if you're doing the W-2, you pull the W-2 and you're like, I'm frustrated, I want to go home. You better get your butt back inside there, right? But with gig economy, I'm frustrated, I'm done. Nobody cares. Just do you. If you got enough, if you made enough today, then you're good. If you didn't make enough today, well, it's still good. It's on you. But I did start off my day doing DoorDash, so I made a nice little chunk there, and then I did, you know, the delivery with Spark. And I'm telling you, despite the fact that DoorDash, hey, I can use my charm and charisma, and the dollars that you would see doing a few runs with Spark, if you worked all day with Spark, you're going to make over $200 a day. Well over. If you worked a 10-hour day, you're going to make over $200 a day. Easy. So, I have to think about it, but, you know, things just keep getting in my way. Like, I want to go, like yesterday was freaking Thanksgiving. And though I enjoy spending time with my mama and my pop, I didn't. You know, you have to stop what you're doing. And now the air conditioning people have to come over. They're going to be here between 8 and 12. Why can't you do your air conditioning shit outside? Right? Well, you got to come in. So they're messing with my vibe. So even if I wanted to do any gig related stuff, I couldn't because I got obligations. And, you know, you like to get in a run. You know, you want to feel it. You don't want to go into your office and then go, oh, I can't have meetings now because I got to run home. So annoying. Yeah. I'm just going to chillaxolate, watch football. Of course I'm going to watch football. And we can go there real quick. Jeez, San Francisco. Oof. Um, but there's a big difference, and if you're coming in late, go back to the beginning because what a ride today was. I would not throw Spark out of bed as a a gig app. I think it's a good gig app. It's just that it's totally different in my opinion than DoorDash. It's just not the same. One to one versus one to many. No real interaction. The people who are packing your car are worked hard, so it's not like they're in the service industry where everybody's happy to be serving food, and I know nobody's definitely happy, but there's a different climate in a restaurant than there is when you're working stock, right? West Side, the company I work for is going out of business. Next year I got to find something new, considering some of these options. West Side, I'm telling you, my guy, the world's going to wake up to the gig economy, right? So if you can get in now, get your feet wet and feel it out. I don't give financial advice, but I will give advice about this, man. One of the things that you don't have to worry about is this: they're not going to go out of business. It's like a funeral home or a plumber or a dentist. This is not going away, right? And I believe the government's going to get involved to do something with pay. But the bonus with Walmart is, unlike DoorDash, Walmart's already been through, labor problems, right? So they know what to pay and know how to treat you. So those little bells and whistles about, hey, we know your time is money and we'll pay you for your time. That's good. So, and you don't have to do it all day. But now the thing with Spark is, dude, they're full. So in your area, you might put in your area and try to get in. You might not get in. So trying to think that, hey, I'll start when I'm ready. You should get started before you're ready, right? In my opinion. Varel. Alta Varel. I used to do Alta Vista, so I get the Alta part. Welcome to the show. Yeah, man. So, what a day. I decided to come and do this while I was frustrated. And I'm kind of glad because I talked it out and I don't feel as frustrated. I'm going to go have some green medication and chillaxolate because it is a beautifully lazy day, right? And now I can enjoy it. Once I take this jersey off, and I got to tell you, the Tom Brady jersey, the Buccaneers jersey seems to make a difference in the food delivery space, but not so much. Everybody was just, I would say that it's highly macho, right? In this field, in Spark. People are definitely into their own things, and this is the perfect gig for somebody who doesn't want to talk to anybody, right? Because even when they're packing your car, you can just scan your packages, put them in your car, and say bye. You don't really see anybody when you drop them off. And I'll give you a little alpha. In Spark, if it says apartment, don't take it. Don't take that run. Don't take an apartment. You can have 100 runs. No, don't take 100 runs. But do not do apartments, because if somebody has a gate code and they don't let you in and you're far away, you got to turn all the way around. The app is still not ready for prime time yet with Spark. So, that's frustrating. They got a lot of stuff in there and they pay you right away. That's the most important part. But, I was kind of missing my DoorDash a little bit when I was out there. But again, it was the weather. It was the ignorance that I had because I had no information on how to do this. I didn't know what to expect. But, if they give you, it was, I think the last one that I, ended up leaving, and they paid me for waiting. it was 40 bucks for 11 deliveries and with 19 items, 11 stops, 40 bucks. I can't guarantee you're going to get that with DoorDash. So you know how much you're going to get straight away. Now there's no tips either, right? You are FedEx, you're UPS when you're doing Spark, right? Nobody cares how well you smile. Just put the package and leave. Get out the neighborhood. Get out. So, West Side, get busy. All right, guys. As you can see, I'm definitely doing this more, right? Because this is interesting to me, and I do love it. And I love you. Like, we got 30 people who are showing up every week. Look at that. I didn't start a new channel. You only have 280 people. Who cares? And thank you to the one who joined, because it looked like we were going the other way. And if you do need to leave, I get it. We're already expecting to go down to 40 subscribers. So I got 240 to go. So if you need that, all but, I don't ask that you like, subscribe, or follow, but I do like the comments. Comments bring more eyes anyway. So I hope this was informative. If you have any questions, let me know. And until next time, get gone.